everybody, live from the Amp Lab at the Music Project in Aberdeen, Washington on World Music Day. I'm Rick Moyer. Of course, you've seen a lot of the broadcasts today. I get to talk with the bands. I get to talk with the famous people, the ones that everybody throws stuff at, not like beer bottles or anything, but like money and stuff, you know. Anyway, I have with me River City Ruin. These guys, I just got to hear their music, and I'm like, oh, dude, this is going to be a nice night. This is going to be very cool. Hi, River City Ruin.
Hello.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Yeah, I'm so excited. You guys are all the way up from Portland.
Right.
Yeah, it's a little haul.
Yeah? It's not bad.
No, it's
you can
happy
go
to be
75, I think, can't you, on the highway?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's pretty
Depends
good.
on how much gear you have in the car.
Well, that's true. That's totally true. That's totally true. I'm curious. Now, this is a weird question to ask right out of the gate, but do you guys play Marshalls?
I do.
Do you?
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Thank you.
I like how Scott
I
you
love
look
that.
confused. Like, do
I'm
I-
sorry. You guys look like you play a Marshall. That's awesome. And okay, so why don't we introduce you guys? Starting over here. Who do we have?
Rick, nice to meet you. I'm Matt Howell. I play bass guitar.
Hi, Matt. Good to see you.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
who do we have here?
Mike, guitar, vocals. Thank you for having us.
Nice. And
Hey, I'm Scott. I play drums.
you do. And do you know how you can tell? Tell if the stage is level or not?
I'd love to hear.
Okay, it's when drool comes out of both sides of the drummer's mouth.
Yeah.
You can use that for the bass player too if you want to.
It's usually the bass player. Thanks for
Yeah,
mixing it
okay,
up.
but I like doing the drummer ones. I think it's funny because it flies all over the place. Anyway, okay, so you guys, I just heard your music, and I didn't know from your name what I was gonna expect. And Johan said, "You got to hear them." I said, "Well, of course I do." So he played me a couple tracks. I think it was it Black, Red, and Blue? Is that
Yeah.
the tune that we heard? Wow, dudes! I was like, see, I'm a DJ on a classic rock station from 6 to midnight usually in this area, so I get to rock out. Since I was a little kid, but my favorite is just straight full on rock and roll right in your face, and that's what I got. As soon as it comes out, I'm like, oh, goosebumps! I can't wait for tonight.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, so I'm gonna. At least you'll have one person in the audience that loves you.
Thank goodness.
How did you guys get together? How did this all happen?
Quite a few years ago, I actually went into the studio to cut a solo record. A buddy of mine, Sean, helped me out with that. And then family relocated to Portland and then found actually our first drummer. And then he knew Matt. So then hooked us up with Matt, and we were a three-piece. That was the first record. And then after that, we got Scott, and we have the second record written. We're in process of recording it now.
Where do you guys record at?
Arson City West in Portland.
Wow, you guys are legit.
Yeah, as legit as we can be.
I ask people, where do you record at? In my bedroom. But nowadays, you can put out some great records from your
Yeah,
bedroom.
you can.
So
True.
go figure.
That's true.
That's
a lot
pretty-
of that first record was done at my house.
Really, that's pretty cool. Do you guys have you done any live recording at all?
Nah, just for social media and stuff, but nothing that we've actually mic'd up and
Been thinking
mixed
about
and-
that?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah, we got to get the second one in the can first.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got priorities right now,
Yeah.
which is nice because what Mike's saying is true. Everything that we're doing for the second one, we're doing all ourselves. Everything that we've learned from the past, both good and a lot of bad, trying to fix those things and get it how we want it.
Yeah, let's talk about the change in the music industry because I remember back in the day, you record your album, you sell CDs well, it's vinyl then, but then you sold all these physical things and people bought it, and that's how you made your money. And if you got signed by a label, well, then you could make a whole lot of money because you get it out further and all this stuff.
Yeah.
Nowadays, everything changed, and you have Spotify, and you have these digital things that, I remember on my stuff, I used to make like 70 cents a song. That's pretty good, And now I make
that's
a penny.
record breaking nowadays.
Yeah, now I make a penny, and it's like
Yeah.
unless I'm Taylor Swift, I'm not making any money off of it. So how do you guys distribute your music, and how does that work for you with the new wave or the new age of music distribution?
I mean, the biggest thing for us is just owning it all ourselves. Top. to
That's
bottom.
cool.
We record it ourselves. We mix it ourselves.
You take
know.
the middleman out.
Yeah. And then for mastering and pressing, we obviously have to go with third-party vendors. But
Sure.
but we front the cost. We pay for everything. We do the artwork. We do everything ourselves.
That's
We
cool.
exhibit shows.
Well, then you're not just creative in music. You have other stuff going on too.
yeah, I mean, it's definitely like the work part of it.
Yeah.
You know?
Sure. Oh yeah,
But-
the marketing part is always the.
But it's also it's just yours. You don't answer to anyone. You don't have to
I
do
love
anything
that.
you don't want to do.
Yeah, I tell people when I'm talking about my business and stuff, I really want to raise. I'll go talk to my boss about that, and then they say, "You're crazy, man. You're talking to yourself," because that's how it works
Yeah.
nowadays.
Yeah,
you
it
know?
is.
Okay, so let's talk real quick about the music project. You guys, have you gone around to see any of it?
We just walked through.
You
right
just walked through
before
the
we
door.
got Here, yeah.
Okay, so you really don't have an opinion on that yet.
No, not yet.
Okay, I was going to ask you what you thought about it because it's such a different and kind of unique and cool place. But I guess we can find out later.
I mean, the one thing I can speak to is everybody is super cool. Everybody's like encouraging you to check it out. Everyone wants to take pictures. Like the response since we got here has been pretty rad.
Yeah, this is a music place. This is
Yeah.
a music and a. I don't know how to describe it. You drive into here and you kind of feel that some people go, "Oh, it's so depressing here," but other people get inspired by the feel that they get when they come into this town.
Yeah.
I think
And-
that's what's so impressive about it. I mean, just the little that we've seen of it in the few hours we've been here is just the overall philosophy behind it and what it is and how it represents and talks to like the history of Aberdeen.
Yeah.
And why the music that came out of here did.
Changed the world.
Yeah, and
Changed
the
everything.
impact on it, and then just not just celebrating that, but trying to foster that for other generations as well was great.
Yeah, because I think anytime you camp on something, it's great for a while, but then you
Yeah.
don't want to camp there anymore. You know?
Exactly.
And I think that's what's been really cool about this place and the kind of the upswell of the young people going, you know what? I'm going to make a difference. I'm going to take this inspiration that I got from here, and I'm going to do something with it.
Yeah.
I can't ask for anything better than that.
It's true.
All right, so you guys have been playing rock and roll for a long time.
Yeah, too long.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah,
Is it-
it's
is it
been a
weird?
hot minute.
Do people say, what are you doing? You're this age, and how come you're out there still rocking? What's going on with that?
I mean, nobody really says that out loud, at least. You know? But I think everybody's thinking it. You know?
Okay, so let's talk for a second about Metallica. Is it just like totally amazing that they're still rocking like they're rocking?
I'll be brutally honest.
Yeah.
I do not care about Metallica.
You don't care about them?
Not at all.
You guys don't play any Metallica?
No.
Well, I was referring to the fact that they're getting up there in years, and they still melt my face off. I'm just like, how? It's
Yeah.
just so cool to see their passion for what they do.
I can appreciate longevity from anyone.
Sure.
You know.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely
You
true.
build up a catalog of 30, 40 years. and
Well, that's
still
true.
Draw.
You just play whatever, and
tens of
they're gonna go,
thousands of people. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a testament too to how, like you mentioned Spotify before, how music is interpreted, how it's made, what people's impressions of it is. I mean, we're doing a kind of music that was really very popular and came into this form 40 years ago.
Yeah.
And if you look at, 40 years ago from that, you're talking about, it'd be like the equivalent to us going around doing like either ragtime or
Right.
Yeah.
like
Yes.
big band swing.
Yes.
And just like, well, what are you guys up to?
Right.
So that's different. And that hasn't really happened since, rock and roll started,
Yeah.
in the early 50s.
Yeah, we're
here. So
in a different place.
we're in a different place. So trying to do what we want and what we know and either stay relevant or be relegated to this. That's just some old timer thing. It's not as cut and dry as that would have been when
Yeah.
in the early or late 80s doing something like this.
What inspires you guys to write your songs? I mean, what do you guys all come up with songs, or do you work together on them, or how does that work?
Yeah, I mean, most recently we've been collaborating all together. I mean, on this second record, Matt's got a tune on there, top to bottom.
Yeah.
He wrote, sang on. We're trying to get him to sing on.
Are you reluctant? Are you a reluctant singer?
Well, I'm a bass player, so definitely.
Yeah, that's true.
that
You got to
answers a
watch
lot,
them.
yeah.
As long as you feed them well, they're pretty good. That's hilarious. Tonight, people are going to show up.
Yeah.
They heard a lot about you. They're going to come and rock out. What are they going to expect tonight? I mean, are you guys high energy? Are you just in your face rock and roll? What are you?
You know, it's like every night's different. You know, it's like I remember when me and Matt first got together and started playing out after COVID. It'd been a couple years. I remember telling him, I was like, I don't even know what's gonna happen tonight. Like I could stand there and stare at my shoelaces, or I could be on the bar. Like
You just don't know.
sky's the limit. Yeah,
Are
until
you
you're
guys gonna
there.
play like 3 ballads tonight?
We do have a ballad.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You do.
No.
Well, the
I was gonna say.
the new suite of songs that we'll be doing tonight, it felt like in our minds was a pretty big departure
Definitely.
from the first record. It felt
Yeah.
like it got a lot more complex, a lot more dynamic, and it almost felt like we were really pushing an envelope for our sound. And then we'd listen to the songs back. It was like, it's not that different.
You're just too close to the project.
Yeah. So yeah, we're actually pretty excited to see the reaction to it because it is newer for us. A lot of these songs we haven't played live before.
Oh wow.
I mean, they're
Yeah.
really.
So you've been working on it and
Yeah,
saying
we're pretty
going
much
to do
going to
this.
play this new record that we're still in process of top to bottom tonight.
What do your families think about you guys doing this?
It's a great question.
What do you think?
Acceptance is the first word that comes to mind. I mean,
They're into it. I feel pretty supported by my kids and my wife about it, and
Yeah.
everyone else in my family is
My
like,
dad's in a rock band.
right, yeah. So that's where I mean, it sounds good when they say it, and then I take that away like that doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound cool at all.
I was working with a rock band from a couple people from this area and a couple from LA, and we did a music video for them. And somebody commented on the music video, and they said, "You guys look like a bunch of suburban dads practicing music in your garage." And they actually took that as a compliment. They said, "You know what? We are, but we're loving it and we're rocking it, you know." And I just had to laugh. So the next music video we do, they're going to be in a garage, in a neighborhood, and all the neighbors will come over to watch them. That's going to be
awesome.
hilarious.
Yep. Get
That's
cargo
cool.
shorts.
Inspired by the comment. you know.
what about you, Matt? How's Nancy take it? Because you didn't really.
Semi-positive resignation. And I'd broken my wrist actually when I got together with Mike for the first iteration. And they
No.
Said, yeah, they said, "Do you want to play bass?" I said, "Well, I can't carry more than 10 pounds. So if you can carry my gear." First time in history the bassist didn't have to carry his own gear.
Because usually bass has to carry everything,
Yeah.
including the drummer stuff. Yeah, we
Yeah.
just put them to work. They'll
Yeah.
do it. Give
Yeah.
them KFC. They'll be fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Matt came in swinging the first time around. Double compound fracture. A couple
Wow.
weeks later, we did our first show.
Yeah.
And then it was like, hey, we're going to go to the studio in like 3 weeks. You want to record bass for the record?
You got, yeah, I got to go to physical therapy.
Yeah, full brace, everything.
Yeah, I was a TT, yeah.
That is hilarious.
Yeah, so far so good.
That's so cool. Well, it is always nice to have a family that supports what you like
For
to
sure,
do.
yeah.
It sure is, isn't it, Amy? She was my wife was my roadie for years. She still is, and I don't even do music anymore. So. Go figure. She just carries equipment, and then keeps me on the straight and narrow because that's how it works. But
hear
I'm
ya.
so excited about seeing you guys tonight. It's going to be great. Johan, what time are they on at?
They are on just right after the Cubana.
Okay, so
And you can
7,
expect
7.
American rock and roll,
All right.
hard rock.
All right.
It's like not grunge. It's not. It's.
I'm-
those are-
I'm looking forward to it. That's
I mean,
my
it's
favorite.
Just like Queen, just amazing.
That's great. Guys, thanks for coming in. Anything else you want people to know about you?
Yeah, buy some merch if you got some extra cash.
Oh, I was just gonna
Support
ask.
some
Yeah,
of the
they are
local
fashion line.
businesses.
Yeah.
Their T-shirts. You'll get
Oh.
a tattoo of their T-shirt. on
Oh,
your arm.
yeah, I
It's
probably
that
will,
good.
huh?
Yeah.
I don't have much room left.
I can relate, man.
Yeah. Oh, do you have tats? Oh, you do. Look
Yeah.
at that. I didn't notice. Gosh, I usually notice that too. Go figure. Well, how do people get a hold of your music if they're not here tonight? I mean, if they want to listen to you, what do they do?
So we're streaming on all platforms. You can buy our album digitally on Bandcamp, River City
Oh,
Ruin,
cool.
PDX.
Good.
We got our Instagram, our Facebook.
You can go to
And,
rivercityruin.com for all the links
Oh,
and
there you
stuff.
go.
Yeah.
Oh, I like it. rivercityruin.com. or in this case, .com. That works. Well, thanks guys for coming in. I can't wait to hear you tonight.
Thank
I
you
know
so
it's going to be a
much.
blast. Live from the Amp Lab. I'm Rick Moyer at the Music Project, having a blast, meeting all sorts of really cool musicians and having a time of my life. So thanks for coming in, guys.
Cool, thank you.